In this video, I'll be sharing with you guys things I have observed around spirituality in America. I'll be focusing on mainly three particular things. One is lack of support from a genuine spiritual guru. Two, the problem with Native American spirituality. And three, a fear-driven religion. So if you're interested, please watch till the end. Hi, this is Shato and welcome to my YouTube channel. So staying here in USA for some time, one thing is very clear to me, that this may be the first world country, but it has its own internal problems, and with problems it offers a lot of surface level solution. When people get all the physical comfort and figure out they're still not happy, that is when spiritual awakening happens. Another very common thing is once people meet near death situation. These are like the two common situations when people try to discover spirituality, like what is beyond. What they have done with our ancient yoga practices and meditation is unbelievable. Like all this stupid modification of yogas, goat yoga, like beer yoga, what is this? And also with meditation, it's not just a time pass activity with a monthly subscription. That is the one thing they need to know. I mean, can you imagine? There's even a center called Divorce Meditation Center. I mean, okay, if it works for you. But don't you think it makes sense if you work on knowing the meaning of your life first, why you were born here, or how the universe works? Then it's the solution of all your problems. And here in USA, spirituality is like a fancy stuff. People collect more stuff than daily practices. Like you go to a spiritual store, it's full of crystals and this and that. It's like a fancy obsession that you keep collecting things. Another thing is use of psychedelics. It's easy to consume something, have an experience high, and then it will be low, but it takes a lot of effort to get into a practice for an actual change. Another thing I have noticed, very easily they tag something cult and just discard. The same things that started in the West is affecting Indian society also. The so-called educated scientific Indian society who just discard the spiritual wisdom and go for scientific medical solutions. Like I was talking to a friend of mine, he's an American Isha meditator. We were talking something about Hare Krishna or ISKCON, and he said, yeah, I've heard about it. Once they were having this parade chant kind of thing. So I was curious to know what is that, and another friend of mine, he just said, oh, they're a cult. And I was like, okay, so if you can discard something so easily, so even they can call you a cult member also. It's so easy to just tag someone cult and discard it. Like after coming here, I got to know how fortunate we are in India. At least in India, we have this privilege to seek guidance from genuine spiritual gurus. But I won't say it's all dark in here. There are people who are welcoming. There is a center of Isha, Brahma Kumari, Art of Living, Hare Krishna. So there is possibilities. It's just people need to approach those options with an open mind without this cult tag. Because I know how much my life changed completely once I got into the spiritual path, because I have been to antidepressant and it just makes you sleep, nothing else. Maybe in future I would like to talk about it, but let's go to the next point. That is the problem with Native American spirituality. This is so sad that how much they have been oppressed for generations. And growing up, all I knew about Native Americans is that fancy headdress. And that is like really sad because they have so much more to offer. But the problem with Native Americans, they're so careful in preserving their culture. They don't put enough effort in the marketing part. Because in today's day, you have to reach the people. It's difficult to expect everyone will reach out to you. Like for example, I grew up in a communist state in India and I was a complete atheist. But I found out my guru, that is Sadhguru, through internet. Now think about it. If Sadhguru never had a channel, I would have never got to know about him. I know they have been oppressed for so many generations, but now that they have this chance, internet is available and reaching out to people is so easy right now. Here, there's hardly Native Americans available. Like, you will find cultures from all over the world in USA, but hardly any Native American stores or restaurants or any representation in pop culture. When I was in Arizona, there I got to see Native American people. After coming back from my Arizona trip, I wanted to know more about Native Americans, and I think in Amazon Prime or somewhere I wanted to see a documentary on Native Americans, but sadly the documentary was not the best way made, and it was kind of boring, and it was pretty obvious it's not going to gain a lot of attraction. I really wish they utilize the social media to spread their message directly, what they have to offer, because their wisdom is something that is still not easily available for everyone around. And I really wish the Native American community, they put more effort in reaching out to younger generation. They utilize the social media and they market themselves properly. This is very much needed. And the third thing I have noticed, I'm not against religion, I'm just strictly against religious conversion. In whichever family you were born, just follow your religion. Even religion is a part of spirituality. So there's a beautiful thing that I learned recently, that whether a spiritual person should practice religious rituals or not. And the answer was so beautiful. Even the religious practices are very powerful. The problem is a religious person participate in the rituals for materialistic gain, but a spiritual person without asking for materialistic gain. Just simply participate with devotion, and that can actually help you in your spiritual growth. But the problem is most of the Americans are atheists here. One thing I can say, Kerala has more churches than USA. Like whatever part I have traveled to, the conversion business is so active in southern India. They have built a church in every second corner. But here in USA, there's hardly any church. But the thing is, how do you approach your religion? Whenever I'm traveling in USA, I see banners like, hell is real. Did you pray today? Where are you going? Hell or heaven? Only Jesus can save you from sin. And I was like, wait a minute. Is your religion is because you're devoted to your God or you're scared of your God? If you're simply devoted to your God, that is also a part of yoga called Bhakti Yoga. And this was like one of the most powerful way to grow spiritually. That is something I felt lacking in here. Most of the people are atheist, and whoever are religious, it's less of devotion, more of fear driven. I don't know if it worked for you, but for me, I want to live free. I want to live without any guilt or any fear of afterlife. I just want to live this life and die well. And I want to end this video with a very beautiful quote by Sadhguru. It's not the exact quote, but it's a part of a quote. Like, prayer means you're trying to talk to God, but meditation means you're willing to listen. If you understand this much, the life will be so much easier. Maybe I've said few things, you may agree or not. Maybe I have offended someone, I'm sorry for that. But if you have something to share about it, write down in the comments below and give this video a thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever you like. And please do subscribe if you haven't yet. You can also follow me on my Instagram, link is in the description. That's it. Bye.